Hello. I just want to introduce the video that I'm going to be posting after I post this one. This video is an introduction to give some context to the video that I'm about to post, which is a video that I originally posted way back in May of 2020, and it's an interview that Maria Farmer did. With Whitney Webb, and it was on the site, which I think is now defunct, or at least I can't find it anywhere, called The Last American Vagabond. And this video is extraordinary because Maria Farmer, who was one of the earliest of the Epstein victims, one of the earliest to report abuse and basically be ignored by the FBI. uh, her her story goes back to the 90s, and in this very candid interview that she gives to Whitney Webb, um, which has been reposted. I just looked it up, and it's been reposted more recently. Like I think in the last maybe a few months. But for a long time, this video just disappeared. It was gone. There was no sign of it anywhere. And I remembered after my entire site got deleted by YouTube at the end of 2020 or thereabouts. I can't remember when exactly it happened, but at some point they just gave me 3 strikes and took all of my videos down. And I thought, I didn't know, because I'm technologically stupid. I didn't know that I had a backup video on my phone, where I could find, or I had that video that I made. I didn't know that they all were backed up. I didn't find this out until later. So I'm reposting this video now because this was a video in which Maria Farmer names a lot of names, and I'll provide the link to the original video, which has been reposted again. Has very few views, has like around 700 views. Considering that it was a Whitney Webb, who's now fairly famous, investigative reporter, and considering that she was talking to Maria Farmer, one of the earliest Epstein victims, there should be way more views than that. There should be way more. This stuff should be widespread. Should be in a lot of places, but as you'll see in my coverage of the video, it probably got deleted because she was naming a lot of names. And in my video, she talks about being in art school, and how someone, Eileen Guggenheim, who was this what do we say, administration, some high-ranking administration member who hobnobs with big-time people, with famous people. There's pictures of her, standing with Hollywood stars and with Bill Clinton and others. How, according to Maria Farmer's testimony, how this woman essentially pimped her out to Epstein, or introduced her to Epstein, and which got her enmeshed in all of that, and then also tried to pimp her out to a couple of famous artists, and just all kinds of nefarious activity that when you listen to it, it's just crazy. Um, and it's you know, well, it's not really crazy, but if you know what's really going on, it's crazy to think about that this stuff happens, but it must happen pretty routinely on the in the higher echelons of society. Um, and so in this video, I stop and talk about the various people that she mentions who Eileen Guggenheim tried to who Eileen Guggenheim is. Then some of the people that she mentions, the artists and other figures that Guggenheim supposedly tried to pimp her out to, and her allegations about the things that just what all goes on these at this level, with Epstein and his friends. And you have to understand Epstein. I think we have to understand the whole Epstein story in a much wider context, because Epstein knew this lady, Eileen Guggenheim, who knew all kinds of famous people, and was essentially using this girl who was studying at the New York College of Art, I think, to using her for her own purposes, pimping her out. And to my knowledge, nothing has ever happened. No charges have been brought against any of these people. So that's my introduction to the video that I'm about to show you from 2020, which had disappeared from the internet for a long time. So, so I'll post that video, and below that video, I will post the reposting of the original Whitney Webb video. So if you want, you can watch it in full. That's all. That's my introduction.